So on laser, as I told you, he prepped me before I came to America. Life in 770 and all the Chassidim. And he spoke about a lot about Avraham Mayor. Anyway, so here he says a story that Avraham Mayor, the reason we spoke about him. No, I'll just read on Laser's words. I'll read on Laser. On Laser was a big Oyev Yisrael, Be'emes. On Laser was a chassid from Rebbe, fire, Pasha Begashmius, but he's put himself in danger when he went to Lebanon. I mean, his stories are, he stands shoulders and above in Deir HaShvi, in devoted to the Rebbe Mivtzoyim, Pashat. Anything the Rebbe wanted, Aaron Laser was the first and pioneer and went, the Mesiras Nefesh, to the exhaustion and beyond. I saw this as a Bach in Australia, and his whole life this way. And yet, Aaron Laser was not from the guys that dismissed, the Deir HaShishi and only Deir HaShvi. He was very against that attitude, and saw the milas in all Sidim, and embraced them all and learned them all. To me, that's the model, Bemis. So he tells the following story. So once we were farbrengen with the Mavrom Paris, and he says on Laser, it was enough to look at him to see a true chassid. He had a long beard, thick mustache. He was a
You mean Avram Mayor or Avram Paris?
I can't hear you. What?
Avram who? Avram Mayor or
Mayor.
Avram Paris? Okay.
Avram Mayor. He was a big maskil in Chassidus. He was a Ovid, davened many hours. He was a big Lamdan and a Makusha. Okay, it's his stories. Now, this story he's saying is he was very old and weak, but he would come to Fabreng. I guess this is Sukkot in this. I don't know where this is. And he's on quote analyze. There was a big. We're very excited that Avram would come to Fabreng. So everybody was very quiet, and they waited for him to say something. It could be this was the sukkah by his son, packed, and this absolute silence. He's not saying a word. He's thinking. Our laser says an hour goes, 2 hours, and Avram is not saying a word. Actually, I saw that, just in silence with him. Our laser adds, what's a farbrengen? One person is quiet and everybody listens. It's a very deep word. Chassidim used to say, it's a word. What's a farbrengen? Eine schweigt und alle hören. One is silent and everybody listens. In other words, the atmosphere demands deep introspection. There's more to it, but that's enough. Now, so he continues the little scene here. But here, said people are asking Bavrom, say something. Nothing. Another niggin. To arouse him, l'chaim, nothing. An hour, 2 hours, not a word. So we all knew how to appreciate the Farbrengen with Avram Mayor. He had extraordinary expressions, according to our laser, and it was a delight to listen to him. Everybody's, the sukkah is packed, no one's leaving. After 2 hours of absolute silence, the listeners and the speaker, just silence in the sukkah for 2 hours. At the end, he opens his mouth and he said, der Eibischte soll, I'll say in Yiddish, der Eibischte soll helfen und mir soll der Herrn Rebbe. Das ist der größte Wunsch, was Lud Ische kann sich wünschen. And Laser says it's hard to translate this even. Laser saying it, if I bring in, I'll try, he says. Hashem should grant Man soll der Herrn Rebbe appreciate Rebbe. How to translate that Herrn? That's the greatest wish, says Avram Ayar, that a person born of a man and woman, a Lut Isha, can wish himself. He should have an appreciation of the head in the Rebbe, in the Rebbe, period. And later concludes the story. He said this broken. He was already older and he was sick. He'd lost his daughter, his son-in-law, and he went through a very difficult life. And for 2 hours, he's thinking, and what does he say in the end? The words we just quoted. And Laser says it made a tremendous impact on me. And the message, he says, was so deep and powerful, it really needed 2 hours of silence, of serious silence. That's it, was a true Farbrengen. True, the main thing is the action, but you have to know that the main thing, everything is a pneumius that truly internalize. Okay, end of story. I'm smiling because I was by Avram Ayos Farbrengens when I first came to America. But as I told you, Aaron Laser had prepared me. Aaron Laser was a great mimic, great actor. And all of the colorful figures in 770, he portrayed when I got there, like I knew everybody was, without ever seeing the face. Just watch it. That's it. This was, friends, the stuff of our conversation outside of learning. Outside of learning in yeshiva, then with the shluchim and and so on, this was what's the word? The dvarim b'teilim. You know, the casual conversations were all about. Really, it's a wonderful 2 years I spent in yeshiva there. The conversation over coffee, breakfast at night, and it was all revolving around this kind of, Chassidim and the Rebbe stories with a lot of funny stuff, but all mamish kiddush. The shluchim, our Lezer and his friends, they lifted us. The atmosphere was really elevated. This was the small talk. This was the small talk of the Bachrim at the breakfast table, whatever. Politics, sports, weather, lifted and was fun. Okay, good morning.
Shkoyach.
Yeah, it was very, the Rebbe saved us. He sent these Bachrim and he saved the Australian boys down under. Hundreds today, Shluchim. If not Shluchim, Chassidim, Frumme Yidden, everybody's a Shliach on their way. Okay.